Oh, so we are not to be conformed to this present age. And then in 2 Timothy 4:10, I think we have one of the great tragedies of the New Testament. One of Paul's most trusted, long-term fellow workers abandoned him in jail. Who was he? His name was Demas. And this is what Paul says. Demas has forsaken me, having loved this present age. It doesn't say that Demas went into sin, that he became immoral or drunk. He just was enamored of this present age. And there came a point where the love of this age made it impossible for him to go any further with Paul. I think that's true, has been true in the experience of many people called into the service of God. The love of this age has kept them from fulfilling their course. A servant of God cannot love this present age. You have to make your mind up. Now, what's the result of being delivered from this present evil age? I want to offer you some suggestions. First of all, we get citizenship in heaven. Philippians chapter 3, verse 17 and following. Brethren, join in following my example. Can you say that? When I went into the British Army in 1940, there was a sergeant there whose business was to train us, and he stood a long way off, and we stood in 3 uneven, ragged lines in front of him, and he shouted at us, and the first thing he said was, "Don't do as I do, do as I say." And there were good reasons for him saying that too. But you and I cannot afford to say that to people. We have to be able to say, do as I do. Follow my example. Otherwise, we better not say anything. It's better to keep our mouths shut. Brethren, join in following my example, and note those who so walk as you have us for a pattern. For many walk, and I don't think he's talking about unbelievers here. I think he's talking about professing Christians. Many walk, of whom I've told you often, and now tell you, even weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of Christ. Notice they're not the enemies of Christ. As long as they can get what they want from him, they'll be friends. What is it they're the enemies of? The cross. That's right. What's the result? Look in the next verse. Whose end is destruction, whose God is their belly, and whose glory is in their shame, who set their mind on earthly things. That's the result of refusing to embrace the cross. And you can say all sorts of nice things about Jesus Christ and call him your Savior, but if you don't embrace his cross, this will be your destination. And I'm afraid there are many, many Christians today whose God is their belly, to say the truth, who are more interested in what they can put in their stomach than what they can do for God. I don't think that's a characteristically British problem. It's certainly an American problem. But I don't think there's any racial group that's exempt from that problem. Now, Paul says, for those who don't go this way, for our citizenship is in heaven. Now, I have British citizenship, I have American citizenship. I'm privileged. But the most important citizenship I have is in heaven. That's what really matters. That's the result of embracing the cross, being separated from this present evil age. Your citizenship is in heaven. If you have citizenship in any nation, you're entitled to the passport of that nation. So we're entitled to heaven's passport. And when you come to the nation where you're a citizen, you're admitted on very different terms from people who don't have that passport. Have you ever stood in the line? Watch. Now, Ruth is only an American citizen, so when I come to Britain to be with my wife, I come in on my American passport. We stand other passports. Whereas all the people with UK passports just walk through. But when we get to the United States, then it's the other people that have to wait, and we just walk through, see? So it's important that you have the right passport. And you can only have the right passport if you have the right citizenship. So you need citizenship in heaven to have heaven's passport, the right of free entry into the country of which you're a citizen.